welcome back to our channel, or welcome to our channel if you guys are new here. We do have a few new subscribers, so hello. If you have not met me, my name is Hannah. This is mine and my fiance's channel where we share bits and pieces of our little life. It is a very sunny Thursday today. I have just put my son Rowan down for a nap, gotten myself ready for the day. I'm on my second cup of coffee because it's one of those days. Your girl just cannot seem to ever catch up on sleep. No matter how hard I try or what I do, I am always tired. But I think that's just on being a full-time stay-at-home mom and co-sleeping with my almost 2-year-old son still. I wanted to vlog today because I have a few things around the house, little bits and bobs that I want to do. I want to make some bread. I want to maybe possibly even attempt to make a rhubarb blackberry crisp and just have a nice day at home doing some homesteading. It is a beautiful summer day outside today, but it is very, very, very hot, so we will be staying inside where it's cool. So if you guys aren't new here, you may notice that I've put in some pictures and stuff on this wall behind me because those pictures used to be on this wall that's in front of me. This wall right here. There was like 2 on this side and 1 on this side. And they've been there ever since we moved into this house, which was almost 5 years ago now, which is crazy. But ever since we've had our living room set the way it is and our couch right here, which has been for the last 3+ years as well, mind you, I've wanted to make this wall into like a family photo wall. Because these pictures were on that wall with command strips, I was terrified to take them off because I thought I was just going to rip the paint off with the command strips. I recently learned that there is a proper way to actually remove command strips without peeling your paint. So I successfully did that with all of these pictures, and the reason why I even did that is because one of them actually fell off. Thank God it didn't break. The other photo that was underneath it kind of caught it, which was super ridiculously lucky because these pictures are heavy and big, like glass frames, as you guys can see. So once that happened, I looked up how to properly take them off because I was like, there's got to be a way. There is. If you didn't know that, it's literally right on the package, but it's fine. We don't need to talk about it. I took them off. The walls are great. No paint has been peeled. And then I got new command strips and finally put them on this wall to start our family photo wall. And I absolutely love them there. I think they look so good, especially with the 2 candle lanterns. It's just, it makes my heart so happy. So now that that's done, I want to finish this photo wall today, and I printed off some of mine and Chris's engagement photos that I want to put in these frames that I've literally just been hoarding and waiting to print pictures off and put them into specifically to make this photo wall. They've literally just been collecting dust for literally so long. So today's the day that I'm finally going to put pictures in those frames. I've got more command strips. I'm gonna hang them up on the wall and complete this wall. And then since the photos are not on that wall anymore, this empty space is really just like gnawing at my brain. I thought it would be a really cute idea to do like kind of like a vintage-esque photo wall. Also have had these macrame hanging planters also collecting dust in my closet for a really long time, like a couple of years now, that I've been meaning to put up as well. So here's my thought process. We're gonna finish this wall with the engagement photos. Then we're gonna put 2 out of the 3 hanging planters in this corner. My mom gave me a couple of small planters and some fake ferns that I need to wash and soak. And then I can fill those hanging baskets with those. And I think that is going to fill in that corner nicely and make my brain a lot more happier. And then because Grandpa Tom looks a little lonesome over there lately, but I don't want to move him, I want to keep him out in the living room, I think I'm going to add some of the vintage photo frames that I got from my mom as well. Thank you, Mom. Shout out to you for always coming in clutch. On this wall. So I'm gonna make a little vintage photo wall on this one. I did also print out some pictures for that as well to go in those frames. So I want to do those things as well as make some cheesy onion bread today because it's been a minute and I just really have been craving some cheesy onion bread. And then because our rhubarb plant outside is absolutely thriving, I've picked some and it's time to put it to good use. But we also have a abundance of blackberries growing on the other side of our fence. So fingers crossed, if my kids let me get away with it, I want to see if I can sneak over to the lot next door and harvest a whole bunch of blueberries to add into our rhubarb crisp. So let's see how much we can get done before my son wakes up from his nap. Okay, so these are the frames that I got to hang underneath the other frames on that wall. I have 4 of these frames. They should, if I space them out correctly, literally go perfectly underneath the pictures that are already on the wall. We have this picture and this one. These ones are some of my favorite pictures. I absolutely loved this photo shoot with Emma, and these pictures are just literally to die for. And then I have some other pictures to go in our vintage photo frames. I found these 2 underneath the crawl space. And then I got these ones off of my mom that I think are super cute as well. And I have an extra one if I need it, but it has a picture in it of me and my friend, which I am covering because it's really cringy. Stop, how cute is that? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Okay, here are our pictures. They look so freaking good. Oh my goodness. Because they have a little kickstand, since the frames are meant to be like stand-up ones, not hang-up ones, I'm just gonna take all these stands off so they're not sticking out, and so that the command strips will properly adhere to the wall. Like, mind the glare from the window, but how freaking cute are those? I also printed off pictures to switch out the pictures in these frames, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Alright, I've got almost all the pictures in the frames, and I just had to take Grandpa off the wall to get them all laid out, because this is how I want to have them on the wall. I needed to figure that out before I put them on the wall. Still, I have a box of old photos in the closet that I think I'm going to go through and pick out some old photos to put them in there, and maybe ask Chris if he wants an old photo of him in one of these frames as well. And then my mom says I have to wash these ferns and these flower pots in like warm soapy water, so I'm gonna do that and then see how they look in the hanging baskets. There's a small, medium, and large hanging basket, so I'm gonna put the small and the medium in the corner in the living room, and then I'm actually gonna put the large one. I'm gonna hang up the large one in this corner of the bedroom because I think it would look really good right there with the biggest basket in it. Alright guys, I managed to finish our little vintage photo wall. I am absolutely in love with it. I kind of had to finagle these 3. They all have kickstands on them, so they're kind of, these 2 are sticking out a little bit, but I think they look adorable. I even stuck an old picture of Chris and his sister Courtney in this one, and then have old pictures of me and my cousin in these frames. I haven't hung up the baskets yet. We're just racing out the door because we gotta go pick up Chris from work. But I did wash the pots for the hanging baskets and have the ferns lightly soaked and washed, and they're outside drying right now as well. So when we come back, I can get started on picking off everything else and seeing how much we can get done today. It's already almost 3:30 and I haven't even made my dough yet for the bread, so it might be some late bread making tonight because the dough has to rise for 2 to 3 hours, but we can worry about that when we get home because we got a jet. Okay guys, we are back home. Chris has come and gone. We picked him up, he came home, and now he's gone to go fishing. It is fishing season. It is that time of year for him to fill our freezer with good eats for the winter time. But regardless, we are home now. I'm gonna take a break before I hang up the hanging baskets and finally get our dough started so that I can rise while I keep tinkering around the house and then make dinner. I did bring the small and the medium baskets out just to make sure the planters fit and the ferns, and I think they're gonna look so cute. Decided that I'm gonna make my bread dough today not in my stand mixer but just by hand. Before it rises, but I can't remember if I used to do the cheese after. I think I used to do it at this time too. Look it! Jeez! Nummy nummies! I made dinner. We're having our Greek chicken pitas with some Greek French fries as well, and some tzatziki sauce on the side for dipping. So good. Chris can have his when he comes home. The kids have their dinner. And then it's Skylar's bath time. Rowan is just itching to go down early. So it'll be a miracle if I can eat this before he demands going to bed.
It's cold out here tonight. Let's chase the fireflies. Your breath mixes with mine as we sit by the fireside.
Hey guys, our bread is in the oven. It is 7:45. We got to get Sissy out of the bath soon. We had a couple crash outs, and by we I mean you. And after said crash outs, you actually have managed to get like your last wind. But are you ready for bed? Is it bedtime? Yeah. Okay, can you say night night? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. It's the next morning and the bread has turned out so good. And both my kids are eating it, so that is a huge win. I decided to pick the vlog again back up this morning because although I did a lot, or I feel like I did a lot yesterday, I did a lot of it off of camera, and I didn't end up getting to go into the lot next door to get some blackberries to make our crisp. So I'm hoping to do that today while Rowan's napping. All right, Rowan is napping and Skylar is occupied with a fun activity outside. I am in my blackberry picking attire. I've got my basket, I've got my purple gum boots on, and I put the same dress on as I was wearing yesterday because it has a rip already from a prickle bush. So if I get in another scuffle with a prickle bush again, at least it's with a dress that's already on its way out. I've got my boots on because I know it's going to be gnarly over there. We're not being like super safe right now. But there's a really good patch right in front of me. So I just had to do this to get to it. Alright, we're making our way to the back of the lot. We've got quite an abundance just on our way here. There are seriously so many. These are all blackberry bushes. All the way past down here as well. For anybody who's concerned, my children are literally right there. That is our yard. What did I tell you? I knew this was gonna happen. All right, we've got our haul. Let's go make our crisp. You wanna dump this in? Can you put this in there? Thank you. Okay, and then we're gonna add in our rhubarb, which like I said is not very much, but that's probably like maybe a cup and a half. We're not making a huge crisp either, so we can add some of our blackberries in. This might be mostly blackberry crisp after all, with a hint of rhubarb. We're gonna add a little bit of cinnamon in there. There we go. And make sure you have kind of like an even coat of it on everything. Okay, we're gonna wait for our oven to finish preheating, and then we're gonna pop this in the oven at 375 for about half an hour, 40 minutes, until it gets nice and golden brown. So for now, I'm gonna set this to a side and clean up my mess. This is the aftermath of that, and we still have some blackberries left. While our crisp is in the oven, I'm gonna start harvesting our herbs and letting them dry out in the house because there is just an abundance of them and we've barely used any. So I'm gonna cut off some of these stalks with some scissors and just tie them up. I'm gonna do the same with the rosemary and as most of the parsley as I can. I might have to make a few bunches of parsley, honestly. So we're gonna go ahead and do that while we wait for our crisp in the oven. Then after our crisp is done, we're gonna go into town, go to the store and get a few things because we need vanilla ice cream to have with our crisp later. That is a must. All right, here are our bunches. All right, my kids are in bed. I'm enjoying my rhubarb blackberry crisp with some vanilla ice cream. Like, what do you mean I made that? I genuinely still to this day get so surprised that I can execute and make such delightful, decadent things like this. But I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of this. I'm gonna close out this vlog here. Just gonna come out in a little bit and we're gonna play some games and enjoy the rest of our night while our kids are in bed before going to bed ourselves. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, make sure to give it a like. If you have not yet already, make sure to subscribe for more vlogs like this in the future. And thank you guys so much for watching this one. And until then, we will see you in the next one. Bye everyone.